George Bush gave up being the president of America to become a stripper. I woke up in a place where George Bush is a stripper, and I know that sounds crazy. I had no idea how I got here, but the stripper George Bush told me that he gave up being the president of America to become a stripper. His reasons was that becoming a stripper was so much easier than being a president. I had to search the place, and I found a supermarket and a school, all connected to the strip place. There was something odd about the architectural design of this building. I am no architect, but even I could see how odd it was that this building was still standing. There was no one else around, apart from George Bush, the stripper on stage, and he was no good to talk to. I couldn't seem to remember how I got here, and then I found a worker at the supermarket. The woman asked me how was New York today. I felt confused by this question, and then I looked at the door which would lead me outside. Yes, if always falling to confusion, then go outside. I needed to see where I was, and that could jog my memory of how I got here. When I looked at bag, it had looked like I was at an expedition. So now I have met the stripper George Bush and a woman who worked at the supermarket. They were always smiling, and the way they both spoke, it just gave the weirdest of vibes. George Bush told me how he was enjoying being a stripper and not have to deal with war anymore. This was too much, and I just had to get out of the door and see what was outside. My mind and body knew something was off, and the outside could tell me what was going on. When I went outside, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was in the Amazon rainforest. Then I remembered that I had an expedition to travel inside the Amazon rainforest, and I had a guide with me. My guide was called Bulal, and I wondered where he had gone. Then in the corner of my eyes I saw Bulal. He was dead and was being slowly swallowed by an anaconda. "How is New York today? Are you having a good day in New York?" The supermarket lady asked me again. Then I looked at the awkward design of the building and how it was impossible to get a building inside the Amazon rainforest. Then I told the lady, "This isn't New York, it's the Amazon rainforest." Her smiley face turned into a raging, embarrassed look, and she rushed back inside. She started talking with the stripper George Bush, and they were talking in some alien language. I then started to see their true alien form, and this building was their ship. I quickly got in, and within a couple of seconds I was in New York. I got out of there with my bag, and I was in New York.